Friends, my name is Shubham. In this video, we'll learn about GSM. In this video, we'll learn about some of the concepts regarding GSM, the GSM architecture, the advantages of GSM, and some of the features of GSM. Basically, GSM stands for Global System for Mobile Communication. It is a digital cellular technology used for transmitting mobile voice and data services. In today's era, everyone uses mobile. So, do we know in this mobile the GSM technology is used? So how GSM works? So we'll see some of the history regarding GSM. The concept of GSM emerged from a cell-based mobile radio system at Bell Laboratories in early 1970s. GSM is the most widely accepted standard in telecommunications and it is implemented globally. If we see the in Europe and Africa, the most of the people are using the GSM technology. Basically, GSM is a circuit switch system that divides each 200 kHz channel into 825 kHz time slots. So it uses TDMA technology. So basically, what is TDMA technology? It is a channel access method for shared medium networks. It allows several users to share the same frequency channel by dividing the signal into different time slots. The users transmit in rapid succession, one after other, each using its own time. We can divide into the time slots. Now, if we see, the GSM owns a market share of more than 70% of the world's digital cellular subscriber. GSM makes use of narrowband time division multiple access that we have already seen that it uses this technique for transmitting the signals. Presently, GSM supports more than 1 billion mobile subscribers in more than 210 countries throughout the world. GSM provides basic to advanced voice and data service including roaming service. You might be knowing what is roaming. Roaming is the ability to use your GSM phone number in another GSM network. Now we will see what are the GSM services. Basically there are three types of GSM services. The first one is teleservices. The second one is bearer or data services and the third one is supplementary services. Now we'll see them one by one. The first one is teleservices. The name itself suggests that the telecommunication are the services that enable voice communication via mobile phones. Means when we call someone that our voice is transmitted, means the signals are transmitted and we can hear the voice of the another person. So these are the telecommunication process. The second one is the bearer services. It includes various data services for information transfer between GSM and other networks like PSTN and ISDN. We'll see them further in deep at rates from 300 to 9600 bps only. Now, if we see, there are short message service that is SMS. Then we have group of three facts, then voice mailbox and more and more. So we know in data service we can transfer the data and we can use the data to access anything. So if you see, there is third one that is supplementary services. The following are the some of the call related services: call waiting, notification of an incoming call while on the handset. You might have observed that when you are calling someone, then sometimes the person holds your call, means you are in the waiting, means you are in the queue for that. Then call hold, similar to that only. Put a caller on the hold to take another call. Call bearing, call forwarding, multi-party call conference, clip that is call line identification presentation, then CUG closed under group, then there are more different. So now if you look to the GSM, we'll start from the basic. So first of all, we will see what is cell structure. Basically, a cell is the basic geographic unit of a cellular system. The term cellular comes from the honeycomb shape of the areas into which a coverage region is divided. If you have seen, the honeycomb shape is hexagonal. Cells are base stations transmitting over small geographic areas that are represented as a hexagon. In this picture, you can see these are the cell structures. The size varies depending on the landscape. The cells may be big or means it may be large or small depending on the landscape or depending on the need of the society. Now there is a cluster. A cluster is a group of Cluster is a group of cells. No channels are used within a cluster. In this picture, we can see there are 7 cells which are grouped together to form a one cluster. The cluster size is 7. Yes, now we are coming to the important part of this video, that is GSM system architecture. The GSM architecture is mainly divided into 5 parts. The first one is mobile station. The second one is base station subsystem. The third one is network subsystem. Fourth one is data infrastructure. And the fifth one is OMC, that is here. We'll see it further. Most of the time it is neglected, but we'll see how it works and what are its importance. So coming to the first part, that is mobile station. In mobile station, it is basically divided into 2 parts, means there are 2 components in it. The first one is SIM and the second one is mobile equipment. So what is SIM? In India, you might be knowing there are different service providers, that is Reliance, Airtel, Vodafone, etc. Okay, so it allows users to send and receive calls. You know that is the SIM is protected by password, that is you can set pin to it. It can fit into any phone. Nowadays it comes into many forms, that is micro SIM, nano SIM, etc. Okay, so there is second component, that is mobile equipment. So what is mobile equipment? In this there are, means in this part we have our mobile devices. Every device has a unique IMEI number. We'll see it further. What is it? SIM is inserted into mobile equipment. So what happens when we make a call? So this is a air interference. There are BTS. So in this second base station subsystem, we have BTS and BSE. So what is BTS? BTS is basically base transceiver station. So what is the work of it? Is how it works and what it does. So basically it encodes, it multiplexes, it modulates, and it communicates with BSE and mobile station for a further communication. These are many in number in one area. There are many BTS connected to one BSE, and there are also many BSE in one area. So basically these are the mobile towers you might have seen on the buildings. So we can call this as base transceiver station. Now BSE. So I have already told you that there are many BTS connected to the BSE. So what is BSE? BSE is a base station controller. So what it does? It handles the call setup. Basically, when the person is calling someone, then it handles the call. It also performs handover for each mobile station. It assigns frequency and time slots for all mobile stations in its area. So BSE are connected to the MSE. So now we are coming to the network subsystem. So in this we have MSE, we have HLR, VLR, EIR, AOC. So MSE, what is MSE? MSE stands for mobile switching circuit. It is the heart of network. We can say it is the heart of network because it really works hard, means its role is important, it plays a vital role in this network. So what it does? It performs the registration activity, authentication, then handling the call setup, then performing the handover sessions, everything. It looks after everything. It performs, it looks after the traffic control in the system. Now the second, that is HLR. So what HLR does? Basically HLR stands for home location registers. It stores information about each subscriber that belongs to in its MSC in permanent and temporary fashion. Means if you are coming into this network, then the HLR stores our information. If the person leaves the current local area, then the information in the HLR is updated. So next is VLR. So what is VLR? VLR stands for Visitor Location Registers. These are the temporary database which updates whenever new mobile station enter in its area. The next one is AUC, that is Authentication Center. It protects the network operator from fraud, means it is encrypted. It contains algorithm for authentication and many more. We'll see it further. Then EIR. The EIR stands for Equipment Identity Register. It contains the IMEI number, the information about our device. Then the MSC